20!
Listen up, fellas. I think we all know what today was. Today simply wasn't good enough. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Today was not good enough. Next practice, I want it better.
today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
A.J. Hamler on the return.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Back in the NFL for the first time since 2016, it's Colin Kaepernick.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. It doesn't put them in bad situations.
The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon, 16 carries, 51 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First and 10.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Cortland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Cortland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Open man Hamler, that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player, and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll power his way up near the 25.
The stop made by Jarrell Casey.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Brady and the Bucs now with a first and 10 at their own 27. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. This one caught by Isabella. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Shelby Harris. It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10. Here's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. The Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The numbers for Jones last week, 3 touchdowns on the ground, and then, Charles, he threw one in through the air for good measure.
Yeah, you know you have to account for him in all situations. I mean, we know he can run the heck out of the football. You just noted what he did. But how about him being able to get out of the backfield, catch it, and get into the end zone as well?
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 4. And it's
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Mike Evans has been so good downfield. I think that sometimes we end up taking him for granted. When you look back at what he's done each year in the league, he's been a 1,000-yard receiver each and every time. Now paired with the prolific Tom Brady, those numbers could really jump.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
a gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Now Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll That'll be taken about a yard deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was second among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
Brady going to throw. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Brady's pass complete to Andy Isabella. A gain.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5, brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Brady. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guys going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
First and 10.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy, and I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback, and in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon.
Number 25, Melvin.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. 3rd down here.
Incomplete.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the gun, Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Mike Purcell able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
A gain of 14. first down, Buccaneers.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all to score on EA Sports.
14-14.
Throwing on first down is Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Buccaneer first down.
Brady now on first down. And he finds Gronk. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
The tackle made by A.J. Boye. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
He's going to use his legs here.
Tampa Bay.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Brady. And this one's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now, he had a good amount of time to throw there, and at his level, he's going to pick you apart if you give him that time.
You have to increase your urgency. Whether you're blitzing, bringing extra pressure, or just your normal amount at him, you've got to get home, because if you don't, he picks up a first down just about every time, as he did there.
From the gun, Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Complete to number 13.
Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
7 yards to pick up there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 43.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they didn't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. McManus now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Brady. That ball complete to Isabella. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and...
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady going up top for Miller. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Brady to Evans on the slant. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Good catch there by Mike Evans, and his ability to get downfield and create big plays is something that Tom Brady hasn't had on the perimeter in the last few seasons. Mike Evans often fools defenders with his speed because he's so long. People think he can't be that fast, but he is, and combines it with terrific hands and makes big catches.
Brady on target there to Godwin. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, Brady. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. Brady. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
24. Broncos 21.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll get this one to Patrick. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Kaepernick. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd.
They run it here with Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball. But how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Now McManus for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon.
24.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now Gordon on 1st down. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter. But being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Gordon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brady. This one caught by Isabella. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. To give to the fullback on the dive. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Brought down at his own 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Kaepernick to throw again. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Kaepernick now on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Open man, he completes it to Judy. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Again, it's Kaepernick. Got Gordon open, completes it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. Broncos on the move here a bit. Nice plays in succession back-to-back. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
A 36-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. Good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Broncos 31. Buccaneers 24.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot before half for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Sam Darnold has a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Chargers trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay,
and the Broncos get there and take him down. Jarrell Casey bursting in to take him down.
Jarrell Casey plays this game with passion and aggression as well as great intelligence, and he's been awfully consistent as well. At least 5 sacks each year since 2013. 9 seasons previously in Tennessee, the last 5 as a Pro Bowl defensive tackle.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete.
Brady's
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
a gain of 10 yards. And it's
On third down, Brady able to find Isabella. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time, he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Brady now to throw. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 36-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage. The 15, it's 1st and 10.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Then he finds Gronk. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And it's 3rd down.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Point after try forthcoming. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So that team play drive in total. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
This is Gordon. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. To Evans on the slant. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Jones, the ball carrier. Josie Jewell on the tackle. A gain of 4 yards. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Brady now on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, now he bowls him over. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
49-yard line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Ball carrier.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 29. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Gain of 6. And the Buccaneer 1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He's going to try and do this himself. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The running back.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 34, Broncos 31.
Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you...
And oh, he coughed it up!
Kaepernick's pass complete to Tim Patrick.
So call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Looking sideline, incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down and...
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. This is the tight end Fant. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's got his big tight end Fant. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Play action. Now Kaepernick. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They held him in check in the 1st half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the 1st half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First down, Buccaneers.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Pass complete.
And Isabella, 28 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the fourth. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick.
He's going to drop this one down to Gordon.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the second down throw on target. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now, Kaepernick again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and...
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. The throw over the middle taken in.
7 yards to pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, 36 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Buccaneers.
From the gun, it's Brady. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
A loss of 11.
And partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady, that's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. Now Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get the former number 6 overall pick, Quentin Nelson, out of Notre Dame that time. From the gun, Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and 30.
Operating from the gun, Brady. This one caught by Isabella. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
The field goal is,
and that'll bring him back within a point.
The score, Broncos 45, Buccaneers 44.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. On the other side, they've had trouble stopping him not only on the ground but through the air. He's hit the century mark running the ball. He's approaching that receiving it.
I'm starting to think, Brandon, we're going to have to start judging running backs by a little bit different standard. And we know the gold standard now is 1,000 yards running the football. But I think we've got to start looking at all-purpose yards, yards from scrimmage. That's probably a better measure of what you're getting from these backs because look at the game we're getting here. He's running well, but overall his damage has been done catching it.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see if that will continue.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Levante David in on the tackle.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
That's complete. Okue Bunam.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves. Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Broncos 48, Buccaneers 44.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's Kahn. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he finds Gronk. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. We all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk, and he expects to add to that total in Tampa Bay.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space, down just beyond the 35. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. To throw is Kaepernick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Might not be anyone that's run the 2-minute drill better than Tom Brady, 2nd all-time in fourth-quarter comebacks.
And even though he's 2nd all-time, it feels like 1st in all the most important comebacks. He's the right guy to have the ball in this situation. Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Tampa Bay.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
the kicker on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hamler now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. 24 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Tim Patrick, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away, was Mike Edwards.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
51.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bucs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.